Hey guys, how's it going? Sports Gaming Fever here, back again, this time with some more NHL 18 franchise mode, be a GM mode, with the Minnesota Wild. I played, physically played the first series, which was against the Blues, and we can just quickly look at that. I was going to edit all the gameplay, but then I wound up not exactly having the time to do so. As you can see here, we won game 1, 1-0. Game 2, 7-5. Game 3, 3-2, so we were threatening a sweep. But then the Blues took game 4, 4-1, and game 5, 3-1. We finally closed things out in game 6, 4-1. So overall, it was a good series for us. I look at the stats at the end of the playoffs. We still have a playoff run to finish out. So, simulate a day, see who we're facing. And we got the Nashville Predators. So this will be a tough one. But we are gonna go ahead and sim these series. I want to get through the playoffs in this episode and then do the draft and all of that next episode. So let's simulate. Well, actually, let's edit our scouting assignment. I haven't scouted the Dell. I'll do that. Alright, so let's sim this game. Go over to goals. So sim the period. So it's 2-2. Dumnick, Niederreiter, Ellis, and Miller. Does Ellis go right in the crease? So let's resume. Increase sim speed. We got the power play. I think I'm just going to sim the period because the sim speed... Oh, okay, so I can go up to 8. Let's see how quick this can go by. Alright, Granlund scores. 15 minutes ago. 13 minutes. 12 minutes. Come on, let's close this one out. Game 1. High pressure time. Last minute. And so we win that one at 3-2. Nice way to kick off a series, of course. Let's continue. Let's sim this one. So Nashville out to the early lead. Forsberg, from the left face-off circle. So they're coming roaring back. They don't want to go down 2 games, obviously. So let's see if we can bounce back from that. Make a game of it as I drop my controller. Sorry about that. I dropped it right next to the mic, too. Right next to the mic. Nothing really doing for us in the second period either. Scoreless second period. Here we go, the third. There we go. There's a tying goal from Suter. Right in the slot, too. Right at the hash marks. Strange place for him to be scoring from. And then we got Milano with a goal to the right of the slot. And then Forsberg with his second goal of the night above the left face-off circle. And we're going to overtime, guys. So let's see who can pull game 2 out. And it is the Wild with Beagle. Beagle scores. Nice to see the depth coming into play for us. Need some coffee. Brian Giunta was injured with a mild concussion. I guess we're gonna bring in like a left winger over here. Foligno's our guy. So Foligno's gonna get some playoff time for us. Sorry, I keep clearing my throat. I don't know what's going on here. I'm also trying to make sure the levels are good. And it seems it's getting like a little too loud sometimes. I don't know. But I'll get that all squared away for the next video. Just quickly recording this one because I don't have much time. So I'm going to get this episode out there basically. And that's really all I got planned. So we got Suter with a goal. Is that right in the slot? I'm not seeing the G come up. Oh yeah, there it is. Okay, it's not in the slot. It was I was actually looking at a Nashville shot for that. Right above the left face-off circle. So nice early lead in game 3. Nashville to the power play. Now we got a power play. Nothing doing on either of those. Back to 5-on-5. And so we're going to take a 1-0 lead into the third period here. And Nashville quickly puts it into that Fiala from a weak angle there. And then Bonino is going to respond as well. So just like that, Nashville takes the lead in the third period. Minnesota fans not going to like that. Their GM especially does not. But Niederreiter claws them back into the game, and then just like that, Forsberg scores about a minute and a half later, and then Johansson scores to put things out of reach. So Nashville take game 3 4-2 after the Wild had a 1-0 lead going into the third. Definitely a rough one to lose, especially in the first home game of that series. But we won 2 away, so if we can win one more home game here, we'll be in good shape. So let's do that right now. And Bonino off to an early start, right to the right of the cage there. To Dubnik's right, that is. Niederreiter putting Minnesota on the board here in the first period. Johansson puts them on the board in the first period, and then Fiala follows up, and then Yossi follows up. That's all within 1 minute. What is going on? What is going on? Completely different first period than the last one, and Nashville very much pouncing on this opportunity to even up the series at 2 games apiece. Wild strike back. That's Niederreiter. He's been doing good this series. I've seen his name a lot. Haven't seen the names of really too much of the first line outside of Niederreiter, who I think is on the first line. It's been a while since I've done this series. I kind of forget the lines. Watson makes it 5-2 going into the third. So can Minnesota mount the impossible comeback? It doesn't look like they'll be able to, as Richardson scores on Dubnik right from a prime location. Yeah, it's not looking good for Minnesota in this one. I think I'm going to chalk this up to a loss, a 6-2 loss, potentially even 7-2. I wouldn't put it past Nashville to score again, but it doesn't look like they will. So yeah, 6-2 loss, and just like that, the series is all tied up. We're going to go ahead to Game 5. We'll edit the scouting report. haven't been here. Brian Giant is back, and we were doing pretty good with Giant in, so I'm going to slide him back into the lineup. Despite him being injured still. Best lines for Iowa. I don't really mind what's going on down there. Alright. Whoever wins this game takes a 3-2 series lead and threatens to clinch it in Game 6. So a very pivotal Game 5 here. Let's see who can get out to the lead. It is Yossi for Nashville. Take the lead in the later stages of the first. So here we go into the second period. Let's see if Minnesota can even it up here. Losing on the shot total by quite the margin, and Fiala is going to score and make it 2-0, and they're going to make it 3-0. So something is going on. 4-0. So Minnesota 5-0, just collapsing here after a 2-game series lead. We don't allow that 6th goal, and that is 5 goals in the second period alone for Nashville. Not looking good. Can't seem to solve the Predators after the Predators couldn't seem to solve Minnesota. They finally did in Game 3, and they haven't looked back since then. So yeah, definitely a rough few games for the Wild. They're going to lose that one 6-0. So it's do or die in Game 6. This one's going to be at home. Don't want to lose this one at home. Lose the series. Granlund, it's nothing to be too proud of. What was your recent responses like? Oh. Okay. Yeah, we do need you to produce. Had no impact though, but we really do need him to produce. So, can I go to player morale and do a speech? I think the team needs that. I really think the team needs that. Whole team meeting. Alright, that turns some people around. The whole calling for people's head speech. Seems to have done a pretty nice job here. So a very telling Game 6 here. Minnesota needs to get out to the early lead. Need to play with desperation here. And they score at the very end of the first. Niederreiter, who has played just absolutely amazing in this series. Niederreiter again, 2-0 lead in the second period. Can they take that into the third? Looks like we will. But can we hold on to it? That's been a struggle. Allowing quick successive goals by Nashville. I would really like one more goal to pad it. I don't really feel comfortable with the 2-goal lead. Thank you, Granlund finally produces. Must have been something to do with that team meeting and talking to him individually. Like to think so, anyway. Alright, so an important Game 7 coming up in Nashville. Let's have another team meeting, if that is possible. I think it is, because it's Game 7. You might actually just be able to before any playoff game, honestly. go motivating. Oh, no. Oh, no. I might have just ruined the playoffs for us with that one freaking speech. I should have stayed with assertive. God damn it. Alright. Let's see how it goes. Morale is down for Game 7 away. Not what you want to see. Nashville gets out to the early lead. Arvidsson. This one already going in a south direction since before the puck drop. Yeah, definitely not good. We need to get on the board before the end of the first. Come on, boys. Doesn't look like that's happening. Early second would like to get on the board, but instead Yossi does for Nashville. We respond, JT Miller. So we're still in this one. Let's tie it up before the third. That is of the utmost importance. Don't know if that is going to be a reality. Alright, so third period. This is a huge one. Season on the line, cup run on the line. I mean, this team is almost there in terms of contending for the cup. And obviously they are, but maybe with a few additions, that might be all we need. Last stages of the third. Can we tie it up? Nope, Nashville will get the, it looks like that was an empty netter from Hartnell. So the season is over and done. Overall, a decent playoff run. Took Nashville 7 games, but after winning the first 2 games of the series, really disappointing that we wound up losing that in the end. Definitely not what I wanted to see as GM. Let's take a look at the stats. Niederreiter, team leader. Can't we? Oh, I gotta pick playoff stats, right? Yeah. So yeah, Niederreiter in the clear lead, 9 goals, 4 assists in the 13 playoff games. That's 13 points in 13 games. Koivu doing decent, 2 goals, 6 assists. Would really like to see some more from him. Reinhardt, 23-year-old with 8 points. Granlund, really needed to see much more from him. He snagged 6 points. Parise would have liked to see more from him. Coiled in there. Doing pretty good, honestly, on the third line. 11 games, 6 points. Eriksson Ek holding his own as a 22-year-old. Milano contributing. Dumba, Suter also contributing. Would have liked to see more from Suter, honestly. Let me go down the line here. Let's check out the goalie stats. Dubnyk, 7 wins, 6 losses. Niederberger had 1 loss in there. I think he had to come in relief of Dubnyk for one of those games. 2 shutouts for Dubnyk, though. Not the best save percentage. Goals against average could have been a bit better. But it is what it is. So, guys, I hope you enjoyed the playoff run. Making it to that second round and pushing it to 7 games. We have that's a great launch pad. And we're gonna do some things in the draft and free agency in the next episode. So yeah, guys, hope you enjoyed, and I'll catch you later.